All right, so a couple days ago, I did a short that was all about, hey, if you're a preacher and you don't know the languages, don't use them. It sometimes you'll use them in a way that could be really hurtful to people and can spread misinformation. Well, in this post, this short, I want to show you like, okay, so if you know the languages, how can you utilize them in a way that's helpful for people? So I'm preaching a message on anger and self-control, and I'm using Proverbs 14, 29 is one of my verses. And in the NIV, it says, "Whoever is patient has great understanding, but one who is quick-tempered displays folly." Now, in the English, it kind of makes sense, patient, quick-tempered. And when we translate from the Hebrew, it does translate to those words, but there are Hebrew idioms packed in there that if we translated it literally, it would say something different and it would kind of be a little weird to us. But if you follow the idiom to where it's supposed to lead you, you'll see a beautiful word picture of what it looks like to be patient or to be slow to anger versus being quick tempered. Okay, so the word patient here that we translate patient or slow to anger is the word eric apayim, and it means quite literally, it means long of nose or slow of nose. And it's this Hebrew idiom where if you take a deep breath in through your nose flares really big. And the longer your nose can do that, or the slower it takes, then that means that you're more patient, you're slower to anger. But also in that verse is one who is quick-tempered, and that those words are uketzar ruach, and it means short. Uketzar means it comes from a word that means short, and then ruach means wind, breath, or spirit. And in this case, it actually means breath. And so to be short-tempered is, or to be angry really fast is to be short of breath. And so if you think about what happens when we get angry, our heart races, our blood pressure goes up, and our breathing becomes shallow and short. So these are word pictures, Hebrew idioms that help us understand what happens with us with anger, what happens with us when we are patient. And it's all about our breathing. How cool is that?